car number 18, our defending SK Light Modified Champion from Griswold, Connecticut, sponsored by Pro Systems Integration, Tyler Berry.
We were trying to come into the season to defend the championship, obviously. We do a lot of work on the off season. Like, we always go through wheel bearings, just for an example. Like, we fog the motors at the end of the year, so we have to get those all back, and stuff like that that's real important on a race car, make sure it's still fast.
Tyler Berry, our defending champion, wasn't really much of a factor. He was dealing with handling issues. The car wasn't quite to his liking, so he didn't have the finish he may have been looking for.
Those first couple of races are real important to make sure you're in the handicap, so just finishing the races especially is real good and important. And then the finish in top 5 the second race and 9th is pretty good stats for the first part of the year.
Bob Charland, the leader. Oh, trouble! Down the back straightaway. Askler goes around. Tyler Berry looks like he caught the end of that one.
Right when I was about to go through, I gassed up because I was in the middle of the wreck to go through. I saw a clear lane, and then this when he shot across. But obviously we went airborne, so like you said, we got to check the shocks and just make sure nothing's bent so you aren't slow next week.
Forgot to mention Tyler Berry, defending
Tyler
champion,
Berry on the podium.
His first SK Light podium of the year, which is hard to believe, but it seems like they might have figured their car out a bit because they haven't been happy with the handling of that machine.
It's good, though, to get that momentum going back up again after those wrecks. But like I said, we're always working on it, even when we're winning. When we were going for the championship, we were always working on it. At the beginning of the year, I think it was more of the tighter side. And throughout the year, it switched. Tires were weird this year, but they weren't doing what we wanted them to do. So we were fighting that and stagger and stuff a lot. So just trying to guess what the stagger is going to do and work with the car from that. Work with it and try to see if it's something we're doing wrong. But once it's halfway through the season, you're struggling like that. And we weren't really in any points battle yet or looking like we're going to be shaping up into a big one yet. So we said, why don't we just try something? And that's when we started cutting stuff up and put new clips on it, front and rear. When we did that, we found a couple of boings and stress in the car, which made and even when we put on the scales after that, just moves different on the scales. It responds better.
Challenge for the lead. Here comes Tyler Berry trying to make his way underneath Anglaise. Best seat in the house to watch what goes on is Nick Hovey. New leader is Tyler Berry.
Checkered flags are out, and it's going to be Tyler Berry picking up the win, his first of the season.
That was a big win because when we won our races the past couple of years before that, they're always in the either later in the year or the beginning of the year when it's like that colder weather. So we normally kind of struggle around like a 5th to 10th place car in the July time. So when we won that race, that was good that we can get the car rolling and get good notes for in the July part and still have the notes later for in the year so we can hopefully be able to win more races. Obviously it boosted confidence and knowing that it possibly, even if it wasn't, possibly was something with the car, was why we weren't having those consistent runs. So after that, it's obviously a big boost of confidence, and that helped us be able to relay information back to my dad and work with him good to get the car good and get up front.
Doesn't get a good bite off the turn. Alkis is, contact is made.
Right in front of the
Midford goes
field.
around.
Matthews
Hard
hits the
hit.
wall hard. Alex Pearl gets a piece.
That one I messed up on. I knew that I had a pretty good car that night, and I could probably be able to get out there with a second or a win if I played my cards right, and obviously I didn't, but just being that in the back of your mind that could have been real good, and obviously you ended up in the wall lowers your confidence. We had good momentum coming into it. I think we had a pretty consistent at the end of the year. Obviously we'd like to get some more wins and try to get up there a little bit higher, closer to points if we could, but we knew we weren't probably going to be able to win the championship unless I won the last 4 races. So we were just going there as a normal racer to win every week, and we started to have a lot of fun at the end of the year because like I said, we were struggling a little bit throughout the year between that like 5th to 10th place spot because we obviously 5th place finish is a pretty good finish, seeing there's 36 cars, but obviously we want to win. So we were having fun at the end of the year again and getting more towards the front, at least having a car to be able to do that, and then how the cards play helps. I want to thank Pro Systems Integration, Canterbury Mini Storage, John Blewett, John Sanford Plumbing and Heating, TAS Construction, Lathrop Vending, Thomas Buffington, Bucket Bob, keeping this hot rod looking good every week, Jester's Sign Apparel, Stebbins Stump Grinding, the Gramawa family, they do a lot for me, Spear Point Racing, Spafco Race Chassis, Rad Auto Machine, Good Power, the racing guys, Wayne, Dickie from the racing guys. Gotta thank all my crew guys, Billy, Chris, Rob and Dave, my dad, Johnny B. We like to move up to the SKs full time, but we just need more funding to be able to do that. If anybody wants to jump on with us, we'll gladly take you. If not, we'll probably try to run some more open races with my grandfather's car, and if not, we'll probably be back into SK Lights again. But like I said, we'd like to go run for Rookie of the Year in SK and see what we can do in that.